Hi there, it's Liz Yule from Old Stables Craft again. Welcome back to my quick don't miss out on celebration set of videos, mini-series. Today I am going to show you how to put together the window box. This is in the Spring-Summer catalogue, and it uses the window box thinlets, which if I can just grab those and bring those in for you. That's this set. You can either make it just as a plain box, or you can cut bits into it. So you can have just a plain top. You don't have to cut into it. And then there are these little pieces that you can use to cut out little bits to go on the side. Although you can use these for other things as well. And there's a little tag. This is the end of a flag. Trying to see if they, yeah, so you just cut a strip. If I show you in the catalogue, you just cut a strip of cardstock, and all it does is cut the end and put the creases in place where you need them to make your little lifted up, raised, I think is the word I'm looking for, flag label. This set coordinates with the window shopping stamp set, which is this set. If you get them as a bundle, you save 10%. And whether you get them on the clear mount or the wood mount, the clear mount is £45 and the wood mount is £49.50. So either of those would qualify you for a celebration item, which means you could pick something from the little celebration catalogue or the recent leaflet that was put out as well. Whichever you choose from, this finishes on the 31st of March. I'm hoping that at the point when you see this video, the item that I'm particularly interested in, which is this glimmer paper, which I'll come back to, hasn't sold out. But I pre-record my videos and schedule them to post when I may not be around. So I'm hoping that this will still be available. But if it isn't, you could actually make it with other glimmer paper, or of course you could choose something else from Celebration, but that's what this video is particularly about. But yeah, 31st of March, after that it's gone, never coming back. Can't buy it. You may be able to get something second-hand somewhere, but nothing new, nothing free. And that obviously is what we really want. We want you to get free stuff. So, say this is the box. It's all pre-scored and pre-cut. You have to cut it twice to get the box to fit together. But I haven't put the pieces on all 6 sides. Because to do that will take quite a long time of construction, and I want this to be a quick project, but also I think actually it's quite nice to not. One thing I would say is this particular image or die does have a right side and a wrong side up, because there is a heart in the middle, so you do need to make sure that you get that lined up right. And then I've just added a piece of ribbon so that it's easier to pull the lid up. But there's you can get quite a lot in there. So this is mint macaron with the mint macaron glimmer paper. The glimmer paper comes in mint macaron, sweet sugar plum, which we'll be using in a minute, and my absolute favourite, Bermuda Bay. That is one of my favourite colours anyway. So when they said they were bringing it out in glimmer paper for Celebration, it was like, why can't you do it forever? Because it's lovely. And it is truly spectacular. Let's grab a piece actually, because it is the most spectacular colour. I mean, come on, that is just to die for. So, yeah. However, that's not what we're doing today. We're doing sweet sugar plum. So, I have pre-cut, because otherwise it does take rather a long time. I have pre-cut the pieces and scored them. So this piece I cut the one piece with this hexagonal insert already in place. You do need to use the precision base plate if you do that, otherwise you can just use the ordinary plate for a plain box. So for this you can just use the plain box. Then I used for the, where's my sample? For these pieces I used the stitched shape framelets, and I used the, where are they? Because they come in circles, ovals and squares, and I used the second smallest square from there. So that was that. Let's just pop that back whilst I've got it out. And then for the glimmer paper, I used the layering square. Ugh, I haven't got my teeth in. The layering squares framelets, which are these, and I used the, let's see, this is the smallest. There's a set which are smaller than the other set. So of the smallest set, it was the middle one. I number them 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's number 5 if you number them by size. And that then gives you this little edge peeking out. So this then gets stuck on top. And then I'll be showing you how I did the piece for the top. So I've cut the two pieces. I'm actually going to cut the piece for the top now. All I have done is with the die, I have popped that onto the piece of paper, drawn round it with a pencil, and then all I'm going to do is just cut that out using my snips, and then we'll get that stuck or gluing together while we go through a couple of other bits and pieces, because being glimmer paper, it does take a little bit of sticking. The Tombo's great at sticking its card to it, but you do need to give it a bit of time to really get stuck. So let us do that. So all I'm going to do is pop that in there, and as you can see, there is actually quite a little gap. So I'm just going to take my Tombow. This is beginning to get to its last legs, and I'm just going to run it round reasonably generously. It dries clear, and where there's a big space, I'm going to go into that space. But we do need a reasonable amount of glue. Normally I would say less is more with Tombow. This is the exception to that, because we do need the glue to get into the paper. So it needs to get in amongst the glitter, so that it can really get a key onto the paper. And I'll just pop a little bit just on some of the bigger bits in the middle. So I hope you have been enjoying your celebration. I have had a fantastic time, not only acting as a customer, but also getting new members joining my team. They're making the most of the getting the free stamp sets that you can get during the joining offer for celebration. You get your normal, just popping this down on here, your normal £135 of product of your choice, but you get to add another 2 stamp sets on top of that, all for £99. I'm just going to pop this to one side with a punch on top to really stick. So yes. And I have to say, the ladies that have joined me most recently have really done well, because they've ended up with well over £200 worth of product for their £99 with free postage. Right, these bits, I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. Basically what I've done is I've cut dimensionals in half, because I had I didn't have any edge pieces, so for those I cut them in half, but for these I'm just going to cut the edge pieces and then just pop those so that they are in the corner. Seem to have Tombow everywhere. So yes, so my new ladies are absolutely thrilled, because they have got so much because of the celebration offers. There's also celebration offers if you're putting in a big order, because if you spend more than £200 on my online store, you will get £20 extra stamping rewards. So yeah, as you know, the stamping rewards usually start at £150. They do now still continue to start at £150, but for celebration £200, and you get an extra £20 of stamping rewards. So free money to then buy more free stuff. So, but you also still get your celebration items. I mean, it's just brilliant. Right, so those are my 3 already done. And as I say, just bear in mind that that is the right way up. That is wrong, that is wrong, and that is wrong. You want that heart the right way up. And hopefully I will remember that when I come to stick them on. Pop those to one side for the moment. Hopefully my my glimmer paper has stuck reasonably well, but we will start putting everything together. So this is the base. Actually, I'll pop that still there while I construct the base. So these are only fairly narrow flaps, so we're using Tombow. So I'm just going to run some Tombow, and this is where we are on the less is more, assuming I've actually got any glue. So just pop that, don't need the lid in my hand really, do I? Just line that up there and then just hold that together. You could use fast fuse, but because it's such a narrow little flap, it would be quite a nightmare to get your fast fuse to stick. So Tombow it is. And it's also too narrow for the tear and tape, so unless you wanted to go into the excitement of cutting your tear and tape in half down the length. Hi there, sorry about that. It appears my battery ran out. Well, not my battery obviously, but my camera battery, so I've just had to charge it up again. So all I've done since it went dead is stick another side on. So you haven't missed much. So where are we? That's the bottom, so we're going there. Right, so we do need to cut a couple of these flaps off. It's probably easier if I cut off the ones on the box that I've already put together, because then I can tuck ends in a little easier. Although actually I might do one of one and one of the other, because I think I might find it easier to cut from this side. So that's that. So that's all we need to do with those. And then, hopefully I have taken the right bits off, yes. Right, I am going to just attach this to the box. Hopefully I've got some glue in here. I've just, whilst I've been waiting for my camera to recharge, I have just opened up another Tombow just in case, because I have a sneaking suspicion that we're getting to that time where it's going to give up on me. Particularly when I then discovered I'd left the lid off while I was waiting for it to, while I was waiting for the camera to load up again, charge up again. So I'm just going to give that a good press with my bone folder just to hopefully get that to stick quicker. And then I'm going to put glue on this piece here. So, of course, because I've now been totally distracted, I have no idea what I've already said and what I haven't. So I think I mentioned that if you want to join my team between now and the end of Celebration, as well as £135 of products of your choice, you also get to choose 2 additional stamp sets, or only stamp sets if they're the only ones that you're choosing. But it does mean that depending on which ones you choose, you could end up with your £99 starter kit containing over £200 worth of goodies that you have chosen. And you also get Current Magazine, which is the demo exclusive magazine, current catalogues, all that good stuff, so that if you want to make it a business rather than just a way of subsidising your own hobby, then there's a starter kit for the business as well. But if you want it just to be your hobby, then that's fine. We don't mind. But it does mean that you get 20% off all your goodies whilst you remain active. And to remain active, all you have to do is meet the quarterly minimum, which works out after your discount to be about £270 over a 3-month period, which I think works out, I did the maths, and I think it was something like £2.70 a day, which, let's face it, in this day and age is a cup of coffee, if you go to a decent coffee shop. So yeah, for the cost of a cup of coffee a day, you could keep yourself active as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And if you join now, we get the new annual catalogue comes out at the beginning of June. You will still be in your first quarter, because the quarters run January to March, April to June, etc. But we don't count your first quarter. So the quarter you join in, it doesn't worry. So your first quarter would end at the end of June, although actually they give you an extra month, so they give you till the end of July. But it means you would be able to pre-order from the new catalogue. So that would be just great. You get all your crafting, your new shiny new crafty goodies before everybody else, because you're a demonstrator, and at a minimum of 20% off. Right, so I'm just going to attach a bit of fast fuse to the end of this ribbon, and I'm going to just put it the right way up, just attach it to the middle of that flap, because what I have found is that once the box is closed, it's quite difficult to work out which the front is. And then I'm going to put some more fast fuse there so that it sticks there. And that then means that when you close the box, get all the flaps in, when you close the box, you've got a handy dandy little, oops, if you're not all thumbs, when you close your box, you've got a handy dandy little loop to open it up with, which is what I did on the mint macaron version as well. This is the ruched ribbon, because this is in colour, it's got the ruched ribbon. This actually is left over from one of the Christmas packs, but it was the only mint macaron that I had, so I snuck it in. So yeah, right, okay, so that's that. What I'm now going to do is attach my panels, and I'm going to use fast fuse, and I know I've put dimensionals on the back, but it's going to be fine. It's just fast fuse is a good, strong, and apparently an adhesive that won't let me attach things with it. Ooh, I didn't do a proper check there. So, yeah. It's fine to use the fast fuse through the dimensionals. It's really not an issue. So I'm going to put one at the front and then miss a panel, put one on, miss a panel, etc, etc. I'm just going to open that up and just make sure that's properly stuck. And as you see, the heart is the right way up, because we don't want our heart the wrong way up. Probably actually don't need to go around all four sides, but just in case, and because it's quite a small piece, it does of course mean you can't see what I'm doing. Right, so miss a panel, and I mean you could put them on all panels, but for the sake of speed, I thought I would not. Well, I really don't know what's gone wrong there. I think I ran out of memory, so I've just deleted, well, I haven't, but, you know, I think I've just deleted some stuff from the memory card, so hopefully we can finish this. I basically finished doing everything to the box, so really all I need to say now is if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, please hit the link. There'll be a picture of me, which is the subscribe button. When I get to 500 subscribers, we're at 490 as of the day I record this, I will be doing a free giveaway. So you'll want to know that that's happening. And if you subscribe, you'll get a notification. Link to the associated blog post is below. There's also a link to joining my team, my online store. If you use the hostess code, can't remember if I said that, UCCUKJFE, if your order is over £25 and you use that code, you will become a member of my VIP rewards club, which means you get extra goodies, and you also get to share in the rewards. If it's over £150 order you're putting in, don't use this code because you get your own rewards. I'll just add you to the club anyway. Please don't miss out on Celebration. There are some fantastic offers to be had. The starter kit, I have to say, I think is the best offer that is out there. Of all of the offers that we've got going on at the moment, that has to be the best one. 2 free stamp sets in addition to your £135 of product. Everything that you choose, all for £99. Free postage. What isn't to like? Plus you get a 20% discount. Plus you get to do a pre-order on the new annual catalogue when it comes out in June. I mean, you know, no-brainer time. So jump on that Join My Team link. That would be great. As I say, sorry about this slightly odd video. Nothing quite like adding 3 videos together. But I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. Thanks a lot, and I will see you again soon. Bye.